Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing fantastic today, and I'm gonna continue with the story I started just yesterday. It's gonna be the second part of a double-dyed Deceiver. Alright, let's move on. The trouble began. Sorry. Alright, so after 3 days, he stood on this shore at Corpus Christi and looked out across the gentle ripples of a quiet sea. Captain Boone of this schooner, flyaway, stood near his skiff, which one of his crew was guarding in the surf. When ready to sail, he had discovered that one of the necessaries of life in the parallelogramic shape of plucked tobacco had been forgotten. A sailor had been dispatched for the missing cargo. Meanwhile, the captain paced the sands, chewing profanely at his pocket store. As Slim, weary of in high-heeled boots, came down to the water's edge. His face was boyish, but with a premature severity that hinted at a man's experience. His complexion was naturally dark, and the sun and wind of an outdoor life had burned it to a coffee brown. His hair was as black and straight as an Indian's. His face had not yet been upturned to the humiliation of a razor. His eyes were cold and steady blue. He carried his left arm somewhat away from his body, for spearheaded 45's front upon by town marshals, and are a little bulky when packed in the left armhole of one's vest. I looked beyond Captain Boone and at the gulf with the impersonal and expressionless dignity of a Chinese emperor. Thinking of buying that Gulf, buddy, asked the captain, made sarcastic by his narrow escape from tobacco-less voyage. Why no? Said the kid gently. I reckon not. I never saw it before. I was just looking at it. Not thinking of selling it, are you? Not this trip, said the captain. I'll send it to you COD when I get back to Buenos Aires. Here comes that capstan-footed lubber with the chewing. I ought to waited anchor an hour ago. Is that your ship out there? Asked the kid. Why, yes, answered the captain. If you want to call a schooner a ship, and I don't mind lying. But you better say Miller and Gonzalez owners, and ordinary plain Billy be damned. Old Samuel K. Boone, skipper. Where are you going to? Asked the refugee. Buenos Aires, coast of South America. I forget what they called the country the last time I was there. Carga, lumber, corru- corrugated iron, and matches. What kind of country is it? Asked the kid. Hot or cold? Warmish, buddy, said the captain, but a regular paradise lost for elegance, for elegance of scenery, and beauty of geography. You're wakened every morning by the sweet sighing of red birds with seven purple tails, and the singing of breezes in the posies and roses, and the inhabitants never work, for they can reach out and pick steamer baskets of the choicest hothouse fruit without getting out of bed. And there is no Sunday, and no ice, and no rent, and no trouble, and no use, and no nothing. It's a great country for a man to go to sleep with and wait for something to turn up. The bananas, and oranges, and hurricanes, and pineapples. They've yet, they've that yeah, it comes from there. That sounds to me, said the kid, at last betraying interest. What'll the expressage be to take me out there with you? $24, said Captain Boone. Grub and transportation. Second cabin. I haven't got a first cabin. You've got my company, said the kid, pulling out a buckskin bag. With $300, he had gone to Laredo for his regular blowout. The duel in Waldo's had cut short his season of hilarity, but it had left him with nearly $200 for aid in the flight that it had made necessary. All right, buddy, said the captain. I hope your ma won't blame me for this little childish escapade of yours. He beckoned to one of the boat's crew. Let Sanchez lift you out to the skiff so you won't get your feet wet. Tucker. TH starts with TH. The United States consul at Buenos Aires was not yet drunk. It was only 11 o'clock, and he never arrived at his desired state of beatitude, a state wherein he sung ancient maudlin, wonderful songs and pelted his screaming parrot with banana peels until the middle of the afternoon. So when he looked up from his hammock at the sound of a slight cough and saw the kid standing in the door of the consulate, he was still in a condition to extend his hospitality and courtesy due from the representative of a great nation. Don't disturb yourself, said the kid, easily. I just dropped in. They told me it was customary to light at your camp before starting in to round up the town. I just came in on a ship from Texas. Glad to see you, mister, said the consul. The kid laughed. Sprague Dalton, he said. It sounds funny to me to hear it. I'm called the Lana Kid in the Rio Grande country. I'm Tucker, said the consul. Take that cane-bottom chair. Now, if you're come to invest, you want somebody to advise you. This dingus will cheat you out of the gold in your teeth if you don't understand their ways. Try a cigar? Much obliged, said the kid. But if it wasn't for my corn, shucks, and a little back in my back pocket, I couldn't live a minute. He took out his makings and rolled a cigarette. Alright, guys. The dialogue continues, and we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen next tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today, and see you. Bye.